I want to talk about Under the Crush. So, when I was in high school, my friend Kellen and I, we met this drummer named Paul, and the three of us clicked pretty good, and we started jamming, and next thing you know, we got these songs together. We did a few performances at the Boys and Girls Club, and my dad and my stepmom's wedding rehearsal, we performed at that. We performed at a Maple Valley nursing home. So some of our performances were kind of a funny sort of gigs if you think about it. Just considering the style of music that we played, it's like we actually won like a battle of bands when we went to the Boys and Girls Club, but it was just us and one other band, so it wasn't like there was a lot of competition, but still the other band was pretty good, so it felt good to win. And we went to, once our songs were ready to record, we went to Frontier Studio once again and had Scott Zylstra help us out. We did the songs, in one take or two takes, and there's just a few overdubs that we did for like lead guitars and maybe background vocals or something, but for the most part, the album sounded like the way we would sound if you went to come see us play live. So the first song, Stay With Me, is a song I wrote. Some of these songs I wrote and recorded, like the bass lines and stuff, before Under the Crush got together. And so like Stay With Me was one of those songs where like I kind of asked Kellen to play the bass line similar to how I had written it. Keep On Crawling. I'd say that's a very Under the Crush sounding song. One thing that I thought was kind of cool about Under the Crush is you could hear like our influence from the different bands that we liked. Susie's Nice. It's just me doing like a kind of a silly rap song over. Actually, the bass line came from a Casio Rap Master. It's like one of their cheesy little loops that you can play on there. So the fact that it made it onto this album is kind of funny to me, but hey, it was one of the things we did, and it was kind of a cool part of our live show to have a little rap in there. So Friends, you can definitely hear the Sublime influence in this one, because we're mixing like ska and punk kind of with some like rap, and it's almost, you'd almost think that Sublime wrote the song. And my brother helped write lyrics for Friends and Chewed Me Up. Well, for Friends I wrote the rap part, and he wrote like the verse and the chorus of it. And Chewed Me Up was a fun song to perform. We ended up using the breakdown that we would do live. We ended up doing that in the studio, so it became like part of the song. Want Some. I don't know, my brother always said it reminded him of a Smashing Pumpkins song. So. Let You Die. Even when we try to mimic another band, like we still sound like ourselves. We still have our own sound. So. Looking for a Fame. We wrote that song with Pete on the drums, and I was just trying to do a rap song. That was before we had the name Under the Crush, which actually came from a poem. Chelsea Schmidt, she wrote a poem called Under the Crush. so that's where the name came from. And the album cover was something I designed it while I was in class using clip art, and Kellen and I thought it was cool, so that's what we ended up using. Let's see, I feel like I got off topic, but oh well. Alcohol. Oh yeah, I meant to say looking for a theme. That was before we came up with the name Under the Crush, which is why we're saying this is the sound of a band called Garland and Graceland, that was kind of like our first band name, was Garland and Graceland. But we changed it to Under the Crush because that was better. Alcohol. I'd say influenced kind of by Violent Femmes, style of singing. Settle for the Best, one of the better songs on this album. The intro to it is pretty classic. People like the fact that I messed up and I just left it on there as part of the album. And I think it's funny listening to them, the intro of us like cheering for me basically. Yellow Rain. It's just talking about how this world, like the pollution and stuff, is causing the rain to turn yellow. That's what that's supposed to mean. It's not supposed to be about peeing. Wonderful Life. I think it's kind of it's just a upbeat, like, energetic sort of song. Rap in it, play heavy guitar parts and stuff. Use my wah pedal and stuff. I think to me that song is basically like what Under the Crush was. It's just a nice combination of different styles coming together. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. It was a good time. What a beautiful day we got today. Doing all sorts of events.